Still coming to you live here at the Adamson University for our quadruple Sunday, day 4 of our Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. A while ago, Far Eastern University Diliman won in 2 straight sets, as well as Bethel Academy. Nanalo nga din sila in 2 straight sets. Coming up next, California Academy versus Lyceum of the Philippines, University Cavite. And para sa ating final match, Adamson University versus National University Nazareth School. Pero saan nga ba natin mapapanood ang ating mga 2024 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League? Well, live tayo sa Smart LiveStream App, free and open to all networks. Also live on Smart Sports and Puso, Pilipinas. You can also watch on Shakey Super League Facebook and on TV at Solar Sports. This quick set is brought to you by Smart. Coming up next na nga, California Academy versus Lyceum of the Philippines, University Cavite. Four of our Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. 2 straight sets mga nangyari kanina, pero ngayon California Academy will go up against Lyceum of the Philippines, University Cavite. Good afternoon to all of our volleyball fans. We know na excited kayo sa mga pangyayari ngayong hapon. Right, Richie?
Well, of course, we have California Academy who's in their rebuilding phase, especially coming from a loss. And LPU coming from a win. California Academy will be challenged in today's game. So let's see how this will play out later on.
As we see, of course, Cassie Dongallo really supporting itong kanyang school before. Pero tingnan natin ang ating group standings para sa ating Pool A.
De La Salle ang nangunguna dyan with 2 wins and 1 loss. And then Pool B, of course, sponsored by RNB, FEU Diliman leading with 2 wins and no losses as well. Bacolod Taytong for Pool C for Peri Peri Chicken. And of course, Shakey's Pool D, Adamson University leading with 2-0 losses. And we'll see them later in today's game as well as they take on National University Bullpups.
And let's see if California Academy will finally get their victory dito sa ating Potato Corner Pool A. Pero balikan muna natin ang nangyari noong nakarang laro nitong California Academy.
Well, this was during opening day where they lost to Shanghai Shek. Someone who debuted actually that game. You see that they actually had more attack points than Shanghai Shek, but where they fell short was also the opponent errors, especially because they gave 23 free points to Shanghai Shek during that game.
But, you know, Richie, there was one player who delivered 17 points in that game.
Well, Doc Obet's key holdover during that game and of course during the season is of course Sullivan, who gave 17 attack points. Now she really carried her team when it came to uplifting their spirits, especially in those crucial parts of the game. So let's see how she will lead her team in today's game.
Ngayon naman ang pag-usapan natin, Lyceum of the Philippines Cavite, wherein they defeated De La Salle by 2 straight sets with a score of 25-19 and 25-20.
De La Salle is a strong contender, but LPU really dominated when it came to taking advantage of the errors that Lipa made, because with that they did 25 attack points and 5 blocks. So they were very aggressive with their net defense. So let's see how they will bring that in today's ball game.
And syempre, may nag-shine ulit na player, and that is Philip Hannah Garcia.
Now, Garcia had a total of 10 points, 9 coming from the attack line and 1 of the few service aces that LPU received. But she was a very key player when it came to really providing points for her squad when it was needed.
That smart power player, Filipina Garcia. Let's see if she can maintain that performance o mas kaya na pang higitan dito sa larong ito. Huwag na natin patagalin pa as I turn you over to our venue game announcer.
Almira Luces. Number 5, Charlene Rutacchio. Number 9, Philip Hanagancha. Number 10, Alea May Alipan. Number 12, Savina Marie Umano. Number 15, Kelly Lorraine Ruazol. Number 16, Georgina Formalino. Number 17, Eliza Sildo. And your second libero at number 11, Dawn Rada. And now for the California Academy Cow Babies. Starting with team captain number 5, Jenilyn Umaya. First libero, number 14, Daniela Bautista. Number 1, Angel Vital. Number 2, Angie Rosales. Number 3, Lovenel Ibale. Number 4, Monique Solivan. Number 6, Ia Perez. Number 8, Jeddah Samaniego. Number 11, Avian Misalier. Number 13, Denise Endunella. Number 16, Lou Gala. Number 18, Vicky Impata. And your second libero at number 17, Mia Kalubaki. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Raven Cruz. And your second referee, Mr. Miko Insila. From the California Academy Cow Babies. Starting with team captain number 5, Jenilyn Umaya. Number 4, Monique Solivan. Number 8, Jeddah Samaniego. Number 11, Avian Micadier. Number 16, Lou Galang. Number 18, Vicky Empata. And your starting libero at number 14, Daniela Bautista. Our head coach for the Cow Babies is Dr. Ovid Vital. And now for their challengers across the net, the Lyceum of the Philippines University Cavite Junior Lady Pirates. Let's call on to court your team captain, player number 7, Angelica Cruz. Number 2, Trisha May Pulmones. Number 4, Almira Luces. Number 5, Charlene Rutacchio. Number 9, Philip Gacha. And number 12, Savina Umano. And your starting libero at number 11, Dawn Rada. Our head coach for the Junior Lady Pirates is Mr. Cromwell Garcia.
For our match at hand, California Academy versus Lyceum of the Philippines University, Cavite. Para sa ating starting lineup, we have Empata, Umayan, Caliera, Samaniego, Galang, Soliven, starting libero. Kasama natin si Bautista for California Academy. For their opponents, dito sa LPU Cavite, we have Cruz, Gantia, Umano, Pulmones, Rutacio, Luces, and Rada. Now it's Sullivan who will be opening this match. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
California Academy celebrating that first point for their squad. Sullivan still on that serving deck for her team. Good service here.
Ball goes out.
Back-to-back error coming from the LPU Pirates.
And that drop will work.
Nakabawi naman
Courtesy
dito.
of Philip.
Opting for a drop ball after those two errors. Quick adjustment here coming from LPU. Good serve.
Back set. But that will hit the antenna. Medyo nasobrahan doon.
Yes, overset for Umayam. Hindi na siya naka-adjust because it will hit the antenna. So, iwas injury na rin para dito sa California Academy. It's okay, early errors. Let's see how they'll compose themselves to maybe lessening and creating more stability inside of the court.
Now California Academy seems to be struggling in terms of their first ball. That will be another point for LPU Cavite.
Umano still serving for LPU.
Now went straight to the net. So that will be a bonus point for California Academy.
Activating the middle attackers quickly in this game.
But that was well read on the side of California Academy. Ball is still in play. 1-2 play. Diyan gagana.
Buhay pa rin dito ang bola. Umayam, team captain, activated, getting that off the block kill. Now, even with two blockers, you see that her physique as a player, she is very strong. So even though that was a missed set, like the set was a bit far from the net, she was still able to get that point. Setter now serving for California.
They seem to be, struggling in terms of their service. Both teams actually.
Yes, committing early errors here in the first set. Well, we'll see how this will play out. They're still warming up, both teams, so still a bit of adjustment is needed from the players. And there with a high
Dito sa
set.
gitna.
Easy point for Rutacio. Now that's where it gets confusing because long spikes or long attacks such as that gets confusing if it will go out or if it will go in.
Great guard there at the net.
Good attempt also for Empata for trying to still save that ball, but Very heavily guarded here, LPU Lady Pirates. And you see that they also had a bit of blocks in their previous game. So that's something for them to utilize in today's game, especially going against a bit taller players such as Empata and Umayam in the front line.
Ball still alive. There seems to be struggle in terms of communication para dito sa California Academy because sometimes the ball is actually slow. Pwede pa namang kunin or magawa ng paraan.
Yes, and communication, that also plays with the familiarity inside of the court. As I said before, Doc Obet said that they are a rebuilding team with a lot of key holdovers from last year already graduating who are actually on the benches now. We have Jelle Gajero and Cassie Dongalio with the coaching staff trying to lead their alma mater, of course, in high school. Of course, they've created a great name for California Academy. They will do anything to help them. But first, Rotakio rejected at the net.
Great blockings there.
Empata with a celebration coming from that attack.
That was a needed point coming from Empata. Actually, kanina binibigyan din naman siya ng porsyento but, unable to really secure that point. So finally, getting that one.
So they're still trying to find that good connection between her and her setter, especially because Mikaler is only on her second year of playing the sport and being as a setter. But first, that play from LPU. Great placement of a ball, especially on the left side of Umayam.
And so now we'll head on sa ating technical timeout. Our score is 8-6.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
We're still here at set number 1, California Academy versus Lyceum of the Philippines, University Cavite. But an early substitution will be necessary on the side of California Academy as Endonela comes in. Replacing itong si Micalier. Great serve there. Donela, binigay dito sa gitna. Doon ang depensa. And that will be a point courtesy of Rotakio.
Rotakio actually being very consistent in her attacks in this first set. That's already her 3rd point on her name.
Really unbothered despite having those blockers.
Good first ball here.
Whistle will be called. Double contact violation. As, etong role ni Endonela will be very crucial kasi naging maaga yung substitution eh. So she's really expected na mas maganda yung maging playmaking style niya.
Exactly. And to replace or to substitute a setter inside of the court is a big adjustment for not only the setter but also everyone inside of the court. Mapa-attacker man yan or defender because their setters move differently. And to say that these two young setters, Endonela and Micalier, are very young and just starting. But first, let's give credit to that beautiful block coming from Empata.
That was actually a long rally, and what a way to end that one. No entry, says Empata. Will now be serving for her squad.
Good serve there. One more from Rotakio.
And they go back, of course, to Rotakio, who will be delivering for her squad.
Now, she has been very consistent, as we said a while ago. So it's good that she's been one of the percentage spikers in case they need a momentum break.
11 serving 7 4-point game. Doon pa rin nila ng paraan yon. Trisha with an attack. Samaniego setting it up. And Donella goes to Samaniego. Back row will not work. And that will sail out for Sullivan.
Sullivan finding difficulty in adjusting to the sets of the young setter and Donella. Medyo buka yung set niya doon. Kaya I think Sullivan prefers it to be a bit nearer to the net because she can jump high. Just like that.
And pinabawi niya Richie itong si Sullivan.
Well, props also to Donella for adjusting quickly to what Sullivan actually wants as a set. Now you see na pag maganda yung setup sa kanya, she has more confidence in her approach and it's really seen in her body language.
Donella.
Smart placing that in the front side of the court for LPU.
This is a 3-point game. Samaniego with that serve. Chance for California Academy.
Another placement shot, but read by LPU.
Trisha. Great defense there.
You see them really trying to activate Sullivan here, but that time it was Galang who shot that ball too far from the attack line. Miscalculated her attack.
And now it's Charlene who will be serving for LPU Cavite. 13 serving 9. And a service ace.
More points here for the basket of Rutacio, this time from the service deck.
This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now. Almost a service ace. Chance. Hoodie will go to the sunny intention to use the blocker on that last sequence.
Although the set was a bit too low from Umano to Luces.
Strong service. Donella
To Umayam
chooses
this
their
time.
captain and she delivers.
Yeah, you see Umayam more aggressive when she comes from the first line rather than the back row attack. So we see that Donella is making the most out of Umayam's time in front. Good serve there coming from Galang. Now LPU with a off the block hit. That's successful. 2 back-to-back points coming from their team captain, Umayam.
Don was actually there to save that one, itong libero ng LPU Cavite. But I think it was too strong for her to control that ball. So now a timeout will be called.
Sa isang mali na yun. Bakit? Nagmamadali na tayo masyado. System muna. Huwag ka matakot tumatake, basta atake mo, kukuberan ka niyan. Kuberan nyo ha. Basta pinakamalakas sa atake. Tapos variety, hanap ng tao. Yung size natin, alam natin kung saan natin tatargetin eh. Nakukuha.
Targetin lang libero. Huwag natin targetin yung libero.
Pasahan muna natin ng maayo. Okay, bigyan muna natin ng magandang pasa.
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More today. with their strong serve. That tip. Yan gagana.
Net touch violation there coming from California Academy, giving the point to LPU. Loses now on the serving deck for her team.
Back to a 3-point game.
Beautiful setup coming from Endonela to team captain Umayam.
Much needed point.
Well, in the short time that Umayam has been in the front line, she has been activated 3 times already, and 2 of those spikes landing in the same spot of the defensive line of LPU.
That smart power play of the set was presented by Smart Livermore today. And now we will head on to our second technical timeout. Our score is 16-13, 3-point lead for LPU Cavite.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
You're still here at the first set for our match number 3. California Academy versus LPU Cavite. 3-point lead for LPU. Right on the corner.
No break of momentum here for California Academy as Umayam remains to be dominant in the front line, and this time from the opposite side of the court instead of the open.
Denise with that strong serve. Denise goes to their captain. Back-to-back points for her.
Back-to-back-to-back straight points for Umayam. What a key player to have for California Academy to be stepping up in today's game.
3 straight points for her.
Good first ball here, but heavily guarded by Empata on the net. You see how she was actually positioned already before the ball even crossed the net. And not only positioned, but she was ready to actually jump for the ball.
Sabi niya siguro, nung first part lang, nung first set, narinig yung pangalan niya. And she wants to be heard once again. So Maniego goes back to their captain. Nandun ang depensa. That was a great attack coming from Trisha Pulmones. Actually, in California Academy, they thought it will sail out. But luckily, pasok pa rin yun.
That's what we were talking about with the attacks. It might not be the strongest, but the placement is there. Chance here for, chance for LPU, but they gave that away as they miscommunicated with one another on who was going to get that free ball.
And now this set is tied at 17. Jenalyn delivers a service ace. And now her squad is on top by 1 point. And now, LPU Cavite will have to call a timeout since they are down by 1 point.
Ha? Hanapin nyo yung bablakin nyo. Yun lang naman yung umaatake. Okay? Hindi kasi natin kayang i-sustain. Kailangan sustain natin. Tapos yung set, walang bad gap ball. Isa-set talaga na maayos. So, okay, para maatake na maayos. Naintindihan? Trabahuhin muna. Hindi po pwede nag-i-stop eh.
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More today.
We see California Academy taking lead here in the first set. So a better performance coming from our girls in yellow kontra sa pinakita nila during opening day. But let's also remember that Umayam was not present in that first game. So now it's Sullivan and Umayam and Empata who's stepping up for their team.
Maniego seeing that spot pero nabantayan yon. Donela chooses their captain.
Ang ganda din ng floor defense na pinapakita nitong LPU.
And once again, Janelyn earning another point from all sides of the court. And let's also acknowledge itong nagiging setting strategy ni Denise and Manila. She knows na
When it comes to crucial points, you really have to choose your percentage spikers. And for the previous sequences, it's really just Umayam who has been delivering. And as I say that, she scores an ace. Let's see that one more time. And it is the easiest points to acquire, especially in volleyball, is that every point starts with an ace. So if you can kill it starting with an ace, then that will be the most convenient for your team.
this is also a perfect comeback para sa California Academy after losing sa Chiang Kai-shek College in 2 straight sets. But no celebration yet as LPU Cavite will be getting that point. So down to a 2-point game. What do you think, Richie, what needs to be done on the side of California Academy para magtuloy-tuloy yung kine-create nila dito na energy on their side?
Well, for now, it's really working. What they're trying to do, composing themselves and activating their percentage spikers. But for now, that it's a really close game. They need to take care of their lead, especially because they're leading with 2 points. And really just cancel out the errors that they were doing or they were creating in the first parts of the set.
Points na lang, ha? Sino front row sa inyo? At saka guys, finish show. 5 points na lang, 5 points na lang. Tara, ano lang? Let's go, let's go, let's go! Hey!
At this point, you're at 20.
The huddle was powered by Smart Live More today. Our score is now 20-19. Isang puntos na kalamangan para sa California Academy.
Good serve for LPU.
Empata.
Nakaibabaw talaga itong si Empata.
Great jump set and great attack for California Academy.
Samaniego really stepping up for her team there. And medyo na-fake rin dito ang LPU, not knowing who will be the setter.
The back set. Great anticipation at the net, but that will work for LPU Cavite.
Targeting Empata, given that she's a taller player, which will make it more difficult for her to stay lower to receive shorter balls.
That attack was so sharp. Really difficult to defend.
Good first ball from Umayam to Endonela. And a finish by Sullivan, pero nandyan ang LPU to defend that.
That will be an attack error. And so back to a 2-point game.
Easy points here for California Academy. You see the difference of the energy that California Academy is playing from the first parts or the first minutes of this set is that when Umayam started to basket all of those points, they became lighter on their feet and they would celebrate even more. And that's the power of having a leader who shines and leads through her performance, not just vocally, but through her actions.
It's something na, kumbaga nagiging role model ka kasi inside the court so that your teammates will really be inspired or motivated to do the same inside. And in just a snap, California Academy is now at set point, 4-point advantage.
That's a service ace coming from Samaniego. You see how versatile she is as a player. Services, spiking, attacking, defense, and even setting a while ago, nakita mong kinukuha niya as the role. And that wraps up set number 1 as Umayam finds a really sweet spot from even the back row area.
Everything just really worked out well for California Academy, led by their captain, Jenaline Umayam. So for our set number 1 score, 25-20.
There's nothing like winning the game. Congrats sa promotion. There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Let's take a look at the happenings during set number 1.
A few errors that started set number 1 but quickly composed. LPU had an actual lead that medyo nahirapan ng California Academy to adjust, but eventually with the stepping up of their team captain Umayam, who actually basketed a few numbers through spiking and her services, they were able to really bag the first set.
And of course, Denise was also able to utilize her spikers aside from, syempre, yung pag-step up nito ni Jenaline. We also heard some, scores galing dito kay Empata, kaya naging score natin doon, 25-20. In terms of attacks, makikita natin 14-9 para dito sa California Academy.
We can also see that medyo angat ang California Academy when it comes to blocks and aces with 2 to 1 of LPU Cavite. And then for opponent errors, LPU had 7 while California Academy had 9.
Or TNT Budget Tropa off the game, mag-load na sa inyong suking tindahan. That was galang on your screens. And now, Charlene Takyo will also, kakailanganin din ulit na maramdaman yung presence niya dito para sa LPU Cavite. Let's see what kind of performance LPU will be able to display here at set number 2.
Great serve coming from LPU.
That's the kind of energy we're looking for on the side of the Junior Lady Pirates.
That was Ruazol on the service deck for that ace. Good first ball coming from Solivan.
This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
Easy kill for Umayam. Let's see that play once again. Set up from the middle side of the court. Even faked by Empata actually, which gave an advantage for Umayam to really place her ball.
Great serve. That would work para dito kay Sullivan.
Block attempt coming from Cruz. Although Sullivan is a player to look out for even when she's in the back row. Maybe that's why Cruz was still blocking her kahit medyo malayo na sa net yung set.
Great defense. Ball will sail out.
Set was a bit too high for Umayam to adjust to, which caused her to really be under the ball for that ball to go out.
It's also appreciate yung naging depensa doon ni Bautista for California Academy.
Great floor defense and coverage for herself. But a double contact error coming from California Academy. But of course, giving credit to Empata for spiking that ball and even covering herself after she was blocked. You can see targeting the right side of the court.
Let's see who they will go to. Empata.
Yes, Rotakio and her teammate really collided for that point. Sharp serve for Umayam.
Ganda ng depensa dito ng California Academy.
Dito naman
Pulmones.
babanat ang LPU.
Soft touch. Captain was there. Back row hit.
Sullivan gets her second point in today's set. Let's see that play once again. Now that's what I was saying. From the back row, front row, services, and reception, Sullivan is a player to really look out for. And let's not forget, when Umayam wasn't here the previous game, Sullivan had a number had 17 attack points under her name, so she was really the one who stepped up.
So imagine if you will be able to witness the tandem between Sullivan and Umayam, for sure they'll be able to secure this. But so far, hindi pa natin nakikita na sabay sila na gumagana dito. Set number 2 is tied at 4. Angelica with that serve. Bata.
That's the advantage of having a high reach, is that even the softest of touch or attack, it still can be very advantageous for you to place the ball wherever you want it to be. And for that sequence, it landed right on the line.
Drop. Gagana naman yan. This time, coming from Charlene.
Better variety of attacks we're seeing here for LTU. You saw a while ago in the first set, she was actually gaining her points from really strong attacks and good placements, and this time she was just opting for drop balls.
Great blockings there.
No entry from Ruazol and Luces for that point. And they know that California Academy has been eager in the previous set to really convert their first balls into attacks. That's why they're heavily guarding the net. Samaniego setting up open.
Chance for California Academy. Up drop.
Great floor defense here being displayed by the two
Pulmones
teams.
was there. Mayam. Pulmones once again.
Ball sails out for Otakio. Oh, but a touch ball. So that point will be rewarded to our ladies in maroon.
Jenalyn was still trying to contest that call. Pero nakita natin kasi na touch ball ang tinawag ng ating first referee. That was a crucial call. As LPU Cavite is on top by 2 points and ball goes out.
Ball out of play there for California Academy. First a misreception. So the setter actually had a hard time setting up Sullivan.
So ngayon dito na tayo sa ating first technical timeout in set number 2. 3-point lead for LPU Cavite.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
This fun family pizza of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Three-point lead.
Beautiful serve.
Para dito sa LPU Cavite. And a chance for them to execute a play. Binigay sa gitna. Bantayan. Dunela. Miscue in that one.
Good setup by Drias.
Dunela goes to their captain. But that will be an attack error.
A rare sight for our team captain, Umayam, to have an error, especially coming from an attack.
Service ace. So this is now a 5-point lead para sa Junior Lady Pirates.
Back-to-back aces for Pulmones. And setting up the tone for today's second set.
And so now a timeout will be needed on the side of California Academy since they are down by 6 points.
Pero mag-open na. Guys, ano kasi? Open ako kasi papasok. Makinig kayo. Magkaisa kasi kayo inside the court. Ito kasi yung sakit natin eh. Pag nagkamali, quick sand tayo. Pababa ng pababa. Pick each other up. Pick each other up. It's not yet done. Pick each other up.
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More today. Ball is still in play. Great defense on that one.
Now, she might have been blocked, but she was able to defend the net herself as she gave that point to her team.
We saw a while back dito sa side ng California Academy. It's actually Madriaga's, coaching itong California Academy.
Madriaga with the side of Guerrero and, of course, Dongallo. The top 3 players we had performing in the last season. So we'll see how they will pass on the California Academy system to these girls. But first, LPU still remains on top here in the second set.
Speaking of the system, it's also their maturity inside the court. Diba coming from yung previous season natin ng Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League on how they enter the collegiate level. But the same maturity, the same performance na pinapakita itong mga players na to.
Well, as Doc Obet did say, they are still in a rebuilding phase. Mapatraining man sila, they're still trying to find their rhythm inside of the court, especially with being familiar with one another's performances. And syempre yung galaw nila kung saan sila pupunta and kung sino magsasave ng bola, that's still very important.
Chance for LPU. They go dito sa gitna.
But give credit to that perfect first ball coming from Trias. That's the libero of LPU, who's actually been guarding the defensive line for the Pirates very steadily.
That smart power play of the set was presented by Smart Live More today. Now, 8-point lead para sa LPU.
Attack error coming from Gancia. Which led Umayam to rotate now in the front line. And this is where it became crucial in the first set, because when LPU was actually on top of things, when Umayam came to the front line, that's where she had the multiple and back-to-back points for her squad that led her to victory in the first set. So let's see how they'll manage that today.
Chance for Cal. The captain dropping that ball. They go to the open.
Garcia successful in dropping and finding that spot right behind the blocker's hands. Let's see that replay once again. Good floor defense also for LPU. Quickly bringing that ball over to the other side.
$15 serving 7. No first ball.
And Donella to Sullivan. And a high set for LPU. 1-2 play.
Not this time. A battle at the net. Let's see who they will go to. That was over-received. So perfect time for Cal to maximize that one and get that point.
Garcia
was
with
a
an
needed
off-block
point.
attack. With 2 blockers in front of her, she opted to just slap the ball to the left so that that ball will check out.
And now let's head on dito sa ating second technical timeout. Our score is 16-8.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
This Shakey Super Fan of the Day is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. This is an 8-point game. And Nietzsche, makikita natin, grabe yung pag-shift ng momentum para dito sa LPU. Sa tingin mo, saan ang gagaling yung pinapakita na nila ngayong energy compared to what happened in the first set?
Well, I think losing a set is disheartening, but there's 2 ways to go through it, is to power through it and, to bounce back or to just accept defeat. And of course, the attitude that the Lady Pirates are actually displaying right now is the attitude that you want from good players, is to bounce back and to learn from their mistakes, which is what is happening right now because they seem to be more composed in their actions and more careful with the plays that they make.
It's nice to hear once again their captain stepping up para dito sa California Academy. We haven't heard from Jenalyn in a while now. Denise chooses their captain.
Great coverage coming from Bautista, but unfortunately Andonella tripped over Bautista. She saved that ball. But let's take a look at that block coming from LPU. Very heavily guarded, and that's props to Pulmones, who read that attack well.
Go to the open. Denise. Back row.
Beautiful attack coming from Rutakio. Now that's a name we've heard in the first set a couple of times, and she really stepped up for her squad, gathering a lot of points. And this time, when it's needed, you really don't want to give confidence to the other side of the court. Umayan once again, Trias was there.
Another point for LPU Cavite.
Rotakio with back-to-back points. You see, na parang hindi siya napapagod. And to see that she has to give full effort when she approaches for a ball, especially because she's not the tallest of spikers, that you really need the energy and the power to charge up every time. This time, an attack error coming from Umayam on the opposite side of the court.
You know, aside from the attacks that LPU Cavite is displaying right now, they're also getting points from the errors being given by California Academy. Something that they should really take control of. Speaking of Empata, finding her groove here in set number 2.
That's what you like about California Academy, is that when somebody needs to step up, at least one person will. In the previous game, it was Sullivan. In the first set, it was Umayam. And now that Umayam has been creating a bit of errors, you see that Empata has been stepping up. But we see Rotakio once again.
No, you know what? She has been heating up here at set number 2. And she's one of the few reasons kung bakit sila talagang lamang dito with a 10-point lead. And Pata once again.
And really the advantage of her reach to really adjust to those high sets coming from Endonela. And you see na kahit anong talo ng blocker ng LPU, hindi din umaabot sa taas ng reach ni Empata.
Nakaibabaw na lang. So imagine kung lahat ng puntos, lahat ng set ibibigay dito kay Empata for sure.
Tama, Rotakio finding the hands of the smaller blocker in front of her given that she had 2, opting for a check out.
So now a needed timeout on the side of California Academy, since still this is a 10-point game.
Ito kasi nagra-rattle tayo inside the court. Kaya mas talo tayong hindi nakakapag-isip ng maayos kung anong dapat gagawin natin. Okay? Tulong-tulungan, kaya pa yan. 10 points lang naman. Kaya yan. Okay?
Guys, most nang kaya sila ganyan kalayo kasi binibigay natin sa kanila.
Yeah.
Pati yung error natin, individual. Sinihisa kayo, 6 points na.
Guys, yeah! Importante, guys! Importante yung
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today. We see Madriaga once again coaching itong California Academy.
And of course, Doc Obet's trust on his former setter, Madriaga. And that's what you call it because setters are usually the playmakers and the minds inside the court. They're the ones who tend to orchestrate the movement of the players and the play. So Madriaga is a real good fit to lead the team. With first an error from California Academy, that point will be awarded to LPU. Just inching closer to bag set number 2. Just 2 more points away.
And it seems like we will head on dito sa ating set 3 as LPU Cavite is really in a comfortable lead. Backside to Pulmones and another point for LPU as this team is now at set point.
Just 1 more point to extend our match for today.
The drop was guarded. They go back to Janelin. Pulmones. Long rally here at set 2. Sharp attack. But a whistle was called by our first referee. Double contact violation ang tinawag. Now it's 13 serving 24. Every point really matters. And now Almira loses, getting that point.
Now Luces closes the second set with a great placement of a ball. Let's see that play once again. You see her actually approaching for an attack, but once she saw that she had two blockers in front of her, she just opted to just drop it to the side of the court.
And so now, ladies and gentlemen, we will head on to our set number 3. For our set 2 score, it's 25-13.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And let's take a look at what happened during set number 2, wherein there was a total shift of momentum.
Well, of course, LPU started strong, and California gave a good fight in the first sequences of the second set rather. But LPU just dominated and remained consistent with their service aces, and of course, distributing the attacks between Luces, Pulmones, Gancia, and of course, Rotakio, who really stepped up for her squad.
And makikita din natin for LPU, andun kasi yung cohesiveness nila doon sa set number 2, and then California Academy just really failed to create their own momentum. So for our set 2 score, it was 25-13.
Now in the statistics for set number 2, we see that LPU lamang dyan sa mga atake kontra dito sa California Academy, who only had 9 points in attacks. But we can also note that 2 points from LPU also came from their blocks and 3 from their aces. And California Academy here having more errors in comparison to the errors that LPU Cavite had, which was only 4.
And now, as we head on dito sa ating set number 3, sabi nga nila, kapag extended set, it's very crucial kung sino yung unang makakascore ng point.
Now here, LPU needs to be consistent with how they played in the second set, while California Academy may need to find that early start, an early lead to maybe threaten and destroy the confidence of LPU, because you don't want them to get the early lead and for it to happen to them. Now it's the third set. Both teams are now familiar with how each of them or each of their opponents move. So Both teams are also warmed up. We'll see how they will adjust. But first, to draw first blood is a service ace.
This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now.
And that service ace will come from the name of Ruazol, the setter of LPU. Overreaching violation there called on California Academy.
So that's a crucial 2-0 start for LPU Cavite. Something that California Academy should really adjust to. Especially that they came from a loss. So ito sana yung perfect opportunity para makuha nila yung kanilang unang panalo.
Now this is what you want to see from California Academy, is to activate their key players such as Soliven, Umayam, Empata, of course, and sometimes Samaniego as well. This early on in the third set. Point will be awarded to LPU as that ball will set out. Will sail out.
Empata.
This time perfectly timed by Cruz. Nakita mo na nakatapat na si Cruz kay Empata, knowing that she will be set up by Endonela.
That will be confidence booster for her. Though na
Exactly.
kanina wala naman nakaka-block actually dito kay Empata, but that was a perfect timing.
And these are the adjustments, the small adjustments that you see LPU is making, especially in the third set. And that's where you see how familiar they are with how their opponents move, is that they stay resilient with what's being thrown at them. Ruazol to Rotakio once again.
You know what's nice about LPU? They do know na nagkaroon kasi sila ng strong start eh. So they're just really maintaining yung energy, yung confidence na meron sila. Really trying to dictate. Itong ating set number 3. So that will be a 5-point lead para sa Junior Lady Pirates. As now that's Gankia who will be serving.
Attack error there coming from Soliven.
Richie, sa tingin mo ano yung kailangan gawin dito ng California Academy to stop the run that LPU is really creating here?
Well, first of all, they need that steady first ball, such as that one, to activate the spiker. So as I was explaining it, that's exactly what they produced in that previous sequence.
The first ball was really missing on the side of California Academy, but still,
Exactly. Because, no, in the first set, they were able to activate most of their spikers because they were delivering the first ball to their setter, which caused Umayam, Soliven, Empata to really step up. But this time, they're struggling to do that.
but now we will head on dito sa ating technical timeout. 6-point lead for the Junior Lady Pirates.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Our face of the day is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now.
We see a sneak peek of some girls wearing National University t-shirts, and we'll see more of them later on in our last game for today's matches, which is Adamson University and National University Nazareth School going against each other.
Really an anticipated match. Drop a lot work. We go back dito kay Pulmones.
Nobody was there to get the second ball for California Academy. Sayang din ang inangat, but look at that attack coming from Pulmones, and that's the advantage of being a left-handed spiker in the opposite side of the court, that when you are set up, na even if the ball is a bit too far, you're easily adjusted to any kind of set. But first, another service error coming from LPU. And it's still very early in this third set. We'll see how both teams will adjust to one another. See another attack point coming from Rutakio.
You know what? Lahat talaga gumagana na dito sa side ng LPU Cavite. Papa off speed. Even though yung mga free ball opportunities that they are trying to give.
Exactly. And when you mentioned a while ago the maturity, is that this is what we are the maturity is what we are seeing in this team, or the girls we see here in LPU, is that they've been together for a longer time, which means they're more familiar with how each other works. Samaniego will set up Umayam.
And she delivers for California Academy.
Rather, that ball sailed out for Umayam, awarding that point for Pulmones to serve for LPU. Back-to-back attack errors here coming from California Academy, which leads us to switching of the courts as LPU reaches 13. Pag 3 sets.
And now Trisha is on deck to serve. Tignan natin kung mag-iiba din ng momentum right after switching courts. Maniego goes to their captain. Double contact violation. Very crucial one.
Another service ace coming from Pulmones. This is another girl who actually has been contributing a good number of points for her team, mapa serviceman or atake. Samaniego being the one to set up her teammates now. And last season, it was also Samaniego who was the second setter for Madriaga. So now that she's an attacker, she's also being converted as a setter once again. And that's how you see how versatile these players are, and how much potential they have to grow into such professional players in the future years. You see, ball is still alive. Umayam sets up Sullivan, but that sails out.
Too much sauce at that last kill.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Just like the good old days, Matiaga, the team captain, she was and she is, and she will be very vocal. Yung mga kinakailangan dito. Tignan natin kung magigising dito ang California Academy.
Well, of course, it takes pride to know that you ended the season last year in a very high note, very undefeated, actually, California Academy, and really just surprising everyone with their performance, that they want their juniors to also be the ones to carry that same pride. But LPU just remaining to be consistent in providing these strong serves.
First ball. Diego chooses Perez. Long rally here at set number 3. Who will get this point? Back row. Di pa rin yan, that back set. Pero chance ang binigay. 1-2 play sa Maniego. Galang unable to kill that ball. So Maniego goes to their captain. Ganda ng depensa ng dalawang koponan.
Great display of volleyball coming from both of our teams, but that ends with an error coming from California Academy, which makes it an easy point for LPU. Rotakio staying comfortable in that service deck.
Donella goes to their captain, and that went out. As much as ito si Jenalyn, she really wants to contribute for her squad. Pero pati yung attacks niya, hindi na gumagana. So, other players should really step up for Cal. But speaking of, she gets that point.
Feeling ko medyo napapagod na rin dito si Umayam because all of the balls are eventually going to her. That's why in this sequence, she actually just chose to make it into a drop ball rather than putting in more effort into attacking a miss set. Sharp serve there. Easy point for Empata. She towering over the LPU Lady Pirates.
Now it's 6 serving 19. California Academy trying to be patient dito sa ating set number 3.
Aggressiveness is what we can call this girl as Rotakio attacks from the back row attack line.
That smart power play of the set was presented by Smart. Live more today. Pata. With that kill. Pero nagawan pa rin ang paraan dito ng LPU Cavite. You know what's nice about dito sa ating Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League? Ito yung perfect time talaga para makapag-experiment ng players, yung coaches, and to just maximize kung ano yung mga areas for improvement na players.
Exactly. It is a platform for young players to really blossom to their true potential as players that sometimes they dream to just be in the professional or even just the collegiate level of playing. So this is the perfect training ground for these young players to really, as you said, experiment and thrive on their own. We see Umayam on the service line. With a very sharp serve.
Donella.
This time to Soliven, right in the middle of the two defenders of LPU. Coming from an underhand set as well. So still alive here is California Academy, and hindi pa tapos ang laban, hindi pa 25, means that the ball is still rolling and there will always still be a chance.
Speaking of chance,
gaining a bit of momentum here coming from the girls in yellow.
And that's something they should take advantage of. Yung nagiging errors din para sa side ng LPU Cavite.
No, LPU does not want to give complacency. And that's exactly what they did as they broke the momentum of California Academy.
The junior
Lazo
lady
now on the
Pirates.
service deck. And she's actually the second setter for LPU, if I'm not mistaken. She was not the one who started for her team. Presence
that
of
will
mind.
still work this time coming from Charlene.
No, she came out of nowhere. Who would have thought that Rotakio would still be able to approach for that ball?
Now it's 23-9. Pata able to get that one. And now we are hearing some points coming from their captain, Cruz. And now Lyceum of the Philippines University Cavite is at match point. Let's see if they can finish this match. Takyo. And speaking of Charlene, Rotakyo ending this match and really stepping up for her squad. What a match we witnessed dito.
That was a reverse sweep coming from LPU and California Academy.
And for our final scores, it's 20-25, 25-13, and 25-9.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories,
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
This best player of the match is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. So sino ba ang napili mo, Richie?
Well, with a collection of spikers who stepped up in today's game, one girl shined bright, and that is Charlene Rutacchio, who led her team in her impressive display of attacks and also a basket of how many service aces. We have her here attacking from everywhere inside of the court, really leading her team with confidence and, of course, inspiring her teammates to perform their best.
And nakita natin yung consistency niya all throughout the 3 sets. And now, kasama nga natin, ito si Cha Rutacchio. Cha, first of all, congratulations to you and your team. Nakita natin ng first set, hindi nyo yung nakuha. But still, ikaw nagde-deliver ka. So, sa tingin mo, ano yung naging sekreto para makuha nyo itong panalong to?
Para pasimplihin lang po, ano lang po, sumunod lang po sa lahat ng sinasabi ni na coach. Tapos, ano po, wag pong panghihinaan ng loob and consistency po sa loob ng court.
Okay, now Char, pang ilang panalo nyo na to, how do you think you'll be consistent even in the next games that you're about to play?
Paulit po.
Paano ka maging consistent sa laro mo today in the next games na makakalaban nyo yung ibang teams?
Tanggalin lang po yung pressure sa isipan namin tsaka ng team. Tapos teamwork lang din po. Ayun po.
Once again, congratulations, Cha. Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan ngayon or batiin?
Una po sa lahat, nagpapasalamat po ako sa LPU community, sa PE faculty po, sa coaches po, kay Coach Ebo, kay Coach Jack, kay Sir Miles po, tapos especially po kay Coach Crom, tsaka sa family ko po na nanonood at sumusuporta, thank you po. Tsaka sa teammate ko po na all throughout na supportive. Shoutout po kay Jervin, hello, at kay Dave.
Once again, congratulations! So, you will be receiving, ayan, makakatanggap ka nga ng pizza from Shakey's. Congratulations again to you and your team. You guys will be getting your second victory. Now, let's check out our Smart Powered Up plays brought to you by Smart Power All 99. Load now.
The first set was a compilation of really powerful attacks coming from both of our teams. Of course, we saw the display of Umayam with powering through each of the blockers and just threatening the defensive line of LPU. But we also saw there Rutacchio and a bit of Gancia who stepped up for the ladies in maroon.
Well, at the end of the day, it's not going to be enough kung si Jenalyn lang yung gagana dito for California Academy. But still, syempre, they were able to secure itong ating set number 1. And syempre, pagdating din naman natin dito sa ating set 2, pero yung naging score natin doon was 25-20. So, hindi naman siya naging tambakan talaga. Pagdating dito sa set number 2, a better start and a better energy that was portrayed para dito sa LPU Cavite.
Exactly. And even though they were still a bit close to one another, LPU still thrived to really gain that momentum on their side of the court with just matching the energy of California Academy and remaining consistent and collected inside of the court to produce such powerful plays and really minimize their errors at one point where California Academy, they kind of struggled also to gain the momentum and really make it more productive when it came to their attacks and their first ball.
That's why they really dominated set 2 with a score of 25-13. And pagdating dito sa set number 3, grabe yung dominance na pinakita dito ng LPU. Parang they really made sure na sa kanila itong panalong to.
Yes, actually, what I noticed was from set number 3, the energy and the performance that LPU had in set number 2, they were just carried over to set number 3, that they did not allow California Academy to gain momentum and confidence back like the first set. So it's very great. It's a very great display of maturity inside of the court. And of course, the unstoppable girl, Rotakio, also pulmones at that point.
And so to summarize this match, makikita natin yung difference in terms of attacks. Lamang lang naman ng tatlo dito ang LPU Cavite. Pero in terms of blocks, lamang din ng isa. Ito ang LPU. But when it comes to service aces,
you see that LPU had an outstanding performance in aces with 8 service aces at their name. But we see that 27 errors naman ang committed dito ng California Academy. So that's a really big number that they gave away just for LPU to grab this win.
but something that they would really learn from on the side of California Academy. Although they still remain winless dito, that's something na makikarry nila sa kanilang next game. But up next, for our last match for today, NU Nazareth School will compete against the Adamson University.